Here are 3 things that you're not doing in Xero that you should be doing regularly. Now, number 1 is checking how much GST you have to pay at any single point of time. That means to start with, you have to have ensured that you've got it accurate and done all of your reconciling. But if you go to the tax part of Xero and find your GST return, you can preview the period so far. Now, this will tell you, based on everything that's happening in Xero, as of that date, what is the amount of GST that you would have to pay if you were to file your GST on that day. Now, of course, you're not going to. You're going to file it on the due date and probably pay it on the due date. But if you're not keeping an eye on that, it's a simple thing that will change a number of others in your business, because it leads into number 2. Now, number 2 is that you want to have a separate tax account. Now that you have that separate tax account, i.e. a separate bank account, a physical different bank account, you want to ensure that when you're checking that Xero report of your GST return, you've moved that over into the separate account. This is going to teach you that that GST money is not your money, and it will ensure that you've always got it there when you get to your GST bill. Unfortunately, a lot of people run a simple setup of an OO account, so one transaction account in business, and everything just happens in there. And then their accountant will get in touch and they'll say, oh, okay, now I've got a surprise of this GST I have to pay, and it's got to come out of this OO account. No. Our high-performing clients and aspirational business owners that we work with, they are moving their GST aside as they go. It might be fortnightly, monthly, or more regularly depending on the business owner. But most of them at a simple level will be checking it monthly, and they'll be moving it into that separate account so they know that it's there. Because you don't want to confuse your brain when you log into your internet banking or your Xero and see the money sitting in that OO account and think, oh, that's my money. Because there's a high chance that some of it's GST that you'll have to give to the government, and some of it could be income tax as well. Now, thirdly, you're not checking your profit and loss. Now, this is effectively your x-ray of the business, or the outputs from the inputs that you have. It's the outcomes of the decisions that you've made. So your profit and loss is one of the key financial statements that if you're in business and want to go further than others, you're going to have to learn it. You may not have studied accounting, it doesn't matter. Sales less expenses equals profit. The closer you get to this report, the more you will learn about your business. When you speak to your accountant and you say to them, oh, what do you see? They see a whole heap of numbers that are determined by the actions that you took. So the accountant then needs to unpack, why are these numbers showing up like this? Now, of course, you may not know what you're looking at the first time when you do look at this, but you can learn it. And you want to set a calendar reminder to do this every month. So you're keeping an eye on your profit and loss. What were my sales each month? And it's after GST as well. What were my expenses? What's my profit? Therefore, as you learn more, how much tax should I put aside? Why were my sales higher in that month? Why did I make a loss in that month? Oh, that's got more cost in that month, but those costs actually relate to that month. Then you're going to start learning about the dates that you're using for invoices, and whether you're putting bills in that match up with the sales that you're doing, or whether you're simply coding the expenses as they come through on a cash basis effectively when you pay the bill, and then it's going to put it into Xero in the month in which you paid it. Now, a simple reminder here, if you do some work in December and you invoice it for December but don't get paid till January, it's going to show up on your profit and loss in December. But the cash won't be collected until January. You're going to learn these things. You might have a stock business, and then you will understand, okay, I'm more profitable than this, but where is my profit? Oh, it's tied up in the $30,000 worth of stock that I'm carrying. So your individual business will have a unique profit and loss based on your costs and your sales, and you can learn it, and it will help you become a better business owner. You don't need to wait for your accountant to send you a set of accounts. You can log in and you can see it. This is why Xero was built, so that you can actually have live data. When we work with clients and do business planning work with them over 90 days and 12 months, we're diving in there. We're looking at what's going on. Why are the numbers showing up like this? Where's cash getting stuck? Okay, We're profitable on the profit and loss, but we don't have the cash in the bank. Why is that? Oh, we cleared down some debt. Oh, we brought some assets. The assets sit on the balance sheet. Oh, we've invoiced for the work, but we haven't received the cash yet. So we can help the business owner understand more of this too. There is no reason why you can't turn this into a monthly process. And if you do it over time, you'll get a better handle on your finances, and I'm sure you'll thank us for it.